Good evening, children. Today we are moving to English grammar. And the first topic I would discuss is tenses. Now, before I discuss in detail about tenses, I would like to tell you that tenses are centered around verbs. Last year I taught you parts of speech where I talked about the 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Okay. Then I talked about to be verbs also, to be forms is, was, are and were. Okay. So these is, was, are and verbs are also known as helping verbs, and they are used before a verb, that is the main verb. For example, work, okay, or is and was are used for continuous tense, that is present continuous and past continuous, and are and were are used for plural, present continuous and past continuous. Okay, so tenses are centered around verb. Now, who does the work? Noun, of course, okay, or the subject, in other words, I would say. So, tenses indicate the time. Time of what? Time of the action which is done by the subject. When it is done, that is tense. If the task is done in the present moment, present time, then it is present tense. If the action was done in the past, then it would be past tense. And future tense means action has not yet taken place. It will take place. That is future tense. So these are the main 3 tenses, and then they have the other subdivisions. Okay, that I'll talk later on. But today we are going to talk about the 3 main tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. You must be hearing also from someone or certain books which you refer that V1, V2 and V3. So present tense verb is V1 verb. Normally in second language we find this word. V1, that is verb 1, V2 verb 2 and V3, that is verb 3, that is future tense. Now here you can see I have written has and have. Present tense verb shows has and have. Now when has and have is used, now I told you that tenses are centered around what? Verbs. And verbs are done by a subject or noun or a pronoun. Okay. So has is used for whom? For he, she and it. So these are he, she and it are the subject. After that, based on the verb, before the verb we use has. Okay, and with he, she and it. And his have is for I, you, we and they. They all plural subjects, that is you and the others. I and the others, that is we. You first means me, and I am me, and you the singular person, and I of course the singular. And he, she and it are individual third person. I is first person. Okay, so with this we use have, and has we use for he, she and it. Okay. Now then past tense of has and have is had. And here in past tense the verb what we use will be followed with ed. That is, for example, I say work. So he worked, ed. Then talk, T T-A-L-K, talk, past tense of talk, ed if we add, then talk. So certain verbs, to make it past tense, we add ed to the verb and make it past tense. Some verbs are there where ed is not added, but the verb itself changes. For example, in present tense, from present tense verb I'll show you. If it is give, okay, so here past tense will be give. Then give me a book. Present, I'm asking you. Give me the answer. Give him the money. Okay, so give. Take, took. Take your bag and keep it outside. Or take the money from the shopkeeper. Doesn't matter, he doesn't have a change. I'll take it tomorrow. Will take, then it is future tense. Okay? But take, he took, my brother took it yesterday. So that is past tense. Meet. Past tense is met. So this way the verb itself changes in past tense. And other words I told you, work we add ed, talk, talked, cook, cooked. My mother cooked biryani. I gave him the textbook. I gave the right answer. So these are past tense. Okay? And future tense, what we do is that I've shown you here. In future tense, will and shall are used. Will and shall. Now, both are used for future tense. But then I talked about I, you, we, they, he, she, it. These are the commonly used noun or pronoun. Okay? Mostly we use with the subject. And will goes with whom? Will is used with everyone. All these seven. I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. These all with all these seven. Okay? Who goes? Will goes with. For example, how? I will go to the office tomorrow. Will is what? Will shows. With will, the verb is added. I will go. Go is the verb. And will is added with go. Then it shows the future tense. I'll go to the office tomorrow. Okay? You, again will. You will have to pay the money next month. We will show our notebooks tomorrow. We will submit our notebooks tomorrow. Then they will hand over the journals tomorrow. He will come to my house tomorrow. Okay? She will go for a picnic with her friends next Sunday. And it will be a holiday tomorrow. Not a holiday, just an example. Okay? So, these are the words, subjects with whom will is used. But shall is used for only specific nouns. And which are they? Shall is used for only I and we. I shall and we shall. He, she, it, you, we, they, he, she, and it. They do not go with shall. Who goes? Only I and we follows with shall and the verb in future tense. That is with. Is it clear now? Okay. with I. The verb is what with I? The verb will be the same. First person. Okay? And you, I, and we is first person. You, they, and then he, she, and it. So here when I and you we are using, for example, take a verb give. So I give, or I learn, or I see, I play. Okay? With this present tense, and we also say we give, we learn, we see, we play. With you also, you give, you learn, see, play. With all this shown, the verb is same. I give, you, I learn, you see, they learn, and they play. For I, you, we, and they in present tense, verb is same. But when he, she, and it comes, what happens is he is third person. So here it is verb plus s or es in present tense. This is required when you write sentences. Okay? You have the subject he, but when verb is given, you write give. He gave me a book. That's wrong. So what happened? When he, she, it is the subject, and with the verb you have to use s or es. For example, if we take the same verb, then he, she, and it. He gives. Okay? He learns. She sees. Double es. She plays. Plays. So here s is added with all the verbs. Can you see? Okay. So when you are having a subject in present tense with he, she, and it, then your verb will be followed with s or es. Certain verbs in present tense are used followed with s, as we have gives, learns, plays. But when to use es, I'll give you one word, that is teach. T-E-A-C-H, teach. So she teaches English. Okay? She watches. W-A-T-C-H-E-S. She watches Ramayana every day at 9 o'clock. She watches. It is used for animals, or at times for a child also we use it. The child is very naughty. Okay? Then it cries throughout the night. C-R-I-E-S. C-R-Y, cry. So I-E-S also we use in the with it. E-S, I-E-S, the words which ends with Y, there we use I-E-S. Okay? And with others we use S. So what the conclusion is, with I, we, you, and they, verb is V1, means in the original way as the verb is. But when the subject is he, she, and it, then verb is followed with S or ES. As I gave you the example, watches, teaches, okay, and sometimes the verb which ends with Y, as I showed you, cry, try, T-R-Y, there we make it tries, T-R-I-E-S. I try, but he tries. You cry, but it cries, C-R-I-E-S. Okay, so that is the changes. Now, here when I have showed you he, she, it, verb plus s or es. Similarly, here also I write that is I, you, we, they, where verb is in the original form. For your easy understanding, verb that is we minus s or es. Clear this one? That is, verb will be without in the s or es or ies. Means try. If I write I try to learn English from YouTube. Then we play Holi every year with our neighbors. So that is how. So there V1 it is in present tense. Then V2, that is which tense? Past tense. Here the verb totally changes, as I told you. Subject could be either or instead of these are all pronouns. Okay, instead of these names can also be there. So that is the showing you, because names you know, but if it is the name of a boy, Harry for example, instead of he it is Harry. Okay, instead of she it is Sita, and instead of it if it is the dog. This could also be. So in the present tense, as I showed you, we minus s or es in all these cases. It could be he, she, it, or it could be any of the names. Okay, and here I and so many names. We, you know who is me, and I and the others, that is we. You and the others, that is they. You could be one and you could be plural also. Okay, you all are my children. Then of 11th standard. So that is plural. Okay, you are a student of 11th English medium. That is you is used in a singular sense. And they are I, you, we and they. So these are here V minus S. That is verb will be used without S or es. But in case of past tense, these all I, you, we, they, he, she, it, or any names if it is. Okay, the verb will be past tense in all the following subjects. For example, if I take gave, then here no change is seen in any of the subjects in past tense. I gave, we gave, they gave, you gave, he gave or Harry gave, she gave or Sita gave, it or the dog gave. Everywhere in past tense the verb is followed with the same subject and verb is the same. Okay, verb could be here with the, I told you earlier that verb is made past tense using ed, as I gave you the example work, then played, play, played, work, work, and here or the simple verb. And at times the verb is having the totally change, that is here give past tense gave, take past tense took. Is it clear? Okay. And future tense will be, verb will be, now this is past tense, but in future tense what you will write? Subject, for example, if it is I, then with I we use will. So I will, and the verb will be V1 verb. So future tense is V3, but verb will be will or shall. In future tense, verb will be what? Will or shall plus V1. What do I mean by V1? Means here you have to write the subject, any of the subject, plus S means subject. Okay, it could be I, you, we, they, he, she, it, or Harry, Sita, the dog, any names. That is what is indicated as subject. With that, will or shall you have to use, and V1. V1 means the first original verb. I'll help you with the help of examples. Now, future tense what we write? Subject I have given. Subject if I write I. With I, shall also goes and will also goes. I will use both. I shall. Okay? For example, take a word I shall write. I shall write. Okay? What? A book. When? Next year. This is a sentence. Which sentence? What tense? Here, V3, that is future tense. Okay, why V3? Because shall and will are used for it, and the verb, I told you, V1, write is the main verb here. So, with future tense, only shall and will be used, but I had showed you also where to use will and where to use shall. Okay, and then the verb that is write is V1, original verb, and a book next. So this is future tense sentence. With will, if I gave you, then he. This can be used as will also. I will, because shall go. I goes with shall and will. We go with shall and will, and here he will. It will. He will. Then he will. Make. He will make a house. When? Next month. Next month means the time period also indicates the future tense. Means the task has not yet been done. He has not yet made a house. He will make a house. So make is what again? V1. Main verb. Make, made, made. And will is always going with he, she, it goes with only will. They also go with will. You also goes with will goes with you. So he will make a house next. Not now. Next month. Yet to come. Future. So this is future tense. So verb followed with will and shall plus V1, that is what? That is future tense. And V1 V1, V2 and V3. Okay, these are indicated with verbs, and I'll now talk you in detail about that. V1 is, I told you, the main verb. For example, make is the verb. This is V1. V2 is past tense. Now V1, V2 and V3, present tense, past tense and not future tense. It is perfect tense. Present tense, past tense and perfect tense. So make V2 is, that is past tense, that is made. And V3 is make, made, made. These whole, mostly the verbs which are in use, or you are aware of those verbs, you should be knowing the three forms of each and every verb. Then only it would be easier for you to write the forms or construct sentences. For example, see past tense, saw, and this is not future tense, it is V3 is perfect tense. Okay, then perfect tense also has its own divisions. So see, saw, seen, give, gave, given. Okay, take, took, taken. This here you see these words ends with en. So perfect V3 normally second language people recognize it as so perfect tense, but this in English, that is first language people call it en or ed participle also. So perfect tense is also known as en or ed participle. En you know I have showed you. Okay. Now ed why it is called, I will give you the examples of few words and you will come to know. For example, work, W-O-R-K, work. Okay. Past tense of work is worked. Ed. I told you we make past tense with few words adding ed. And here also work, worked, worked. So ed, that is why this is known as ed participle also. Okay. Match. Matched. Ed. And here also matched. Cooked. Cooked. C-O-O-K. Cooked. Cooked. My mother cooked biryani yesterday. Past tense. And future, perfect tense also cooked. This is past tense. Perfect tense is also known as long past. The task which has taken place, but quite not just now. It has a little bit time has passed, or that is why a long past, that is perfect tense. So the tenses, three tenses mainly I had talked about. I'll just brush up. Recognize present tense, past tense and future tense. I've shown you the 7 nouns or pronouns as we call them, and they could be indicated with names also. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay, because every time monotonous it becomes when we repeatedly go with the same names and things. So instead of them we use the pronouns, and the 7 I have shown you. Where to use he, she, it is verb plus s or es, at times ies also with certain verbs I have shown you. Okay, and then I, you, we, they are with verb minus s, and I have shown you what it is. That is, verb is used with the original form, it is without s or es, and I have helped you with the help of examples. Then V1, V2 and V3 second language people recognize them as so, that is present tense, V2 is past tense, and V3 I have written, now I am explaining you, that is perfect tense. Okay, and perfect tense in higher English is also known as en or ed participle. It's same as V3, it's same as perfect tense, and ed or en or ed participle, why we call it? Because the third form, that is V3, ends with, the verb ends with en, and few verbs end with ed, that is why it is known as so. Then will and shall, which word goes with will and shall, which subject goes with will and shall? I told you only I and we go with shall, and the other you, they, he, she and it, they go with will. So I and we goes with will and shall both. So this is the conclusion of tenses, not all the tenses. This is the only introductory tenses, main 3 tenses I have taken, and each of them have different subdivisions. So that I will explain you later on. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, have a nice time. Thank you.